Hey, it's Mr. Shrum, and I am back again with a lesson walkthrough tutorial. And we're going to look at the anatomy of the lungs today. So let's get into the lesson. We talked about the respiratory system, and we looked at the conducting zone. And there is also the respiratory zone. The respiratory zone is formed by structures that permit respiration to occur. Respiration is the exchange of gases across a membrane. So here on the left-hand side, we have a gas exchange. The structures of the respiratory zone include bronchioles, alveolar ducts, alveoli. In this lesson, you will examine the structures of the respiratory zone and the anatomy of the lungs. Respiratory zone, bronchioles. Bronchioles are the link between the conducting zone and the respiratory zone. Bronchioles are microscopic branches. They're very tiny on the bronchi that allow air to enter the alveoli. Then there are the alveolar ducts. First, the bronchioles branch into two or more alveolar ducts that contain bunches of alveoli. Alveoli are cup-shaped pouches of lung tissue that are 1 cell thick. The alveoli are surrounded by tiny capillaries. This allows gas exchange or respiration to occur. The lungs are paired, cone-shaped organs that occupy most of the thoracic cavity. Each lung contains approximately 300 million alveoli, and that provides about 750 square feet of surface area for gas exchange. Here we have the lungs, and it shows the all the other components around the lungs. The lungs are protected by the sternum and the rib cage. The lungs extend from the clavicles to the diaphragm. The left and right lung are separated by an open space called the mediastinum. The mediastinum contains heart, blood vessels, esophagus, nerves, and trachea. So here we go. Your left lung is smaller than the right lung. The heart takes up space on this side, so that's why it's slightly smaller. The left lung has 2 lobes, the superior, the upper lobe, and the inferior or lower lobe. The lobes of the left lung are separated by the oblique fissure. This fissure right here helps prevent disease or damage from nearby lobes and keeps it from spreading. The right lung is a bit larger than the left lung. However, it's also shorter because of the position of the liver on that side of the body. The right lung has 3 lobes. You have your superior lobe, the middle lobe, and your inferior lobe. So here we have 3. The other one had 2. The right lung has 2 fissures. One is the horizontal fissure that separates your superior lobe and the middle lobe. while the oblique fissure of the right lung separates the middle lobe and the inferior lobe. Each lung is surrounded by serous membranes called pleurae, or pleurae. It's plural, pleurae. The pleurae have two layers with a fluid in between them. The two layers are visceral pleura and parietal pleura. That is the correct way to say that. Parietal pleura. Visceral pleura is fused to the outer surface of the lung. Parietal pleura lines the thoracic walls. It wraps around the chest wall, thoracic surface of the diaphragm, and forms the boundary of the mediastinum. Between the two pleurae layers is the intrapleural space that contains a lubricant known as pleural fluid. The functions of the pleura include the pleural fluid allows the lungs to slide along the chest wall, and the pleural layers separate the lungs from the other thoracic organs. So you've learned about the two functional divisions of the respiratory system, the conducting zone and the respiratory zone. The respiratory system also has two anatomical divisions, the upper respiratory tract and the lower respiratory tract. The upper respiratory tract includes the nose, the pharynx, and the larynx. The lower respiratory tract includes the trachea, bronchi, lungs, bronchioles, alveolar ducts, and the alveoli. And that's the end of that anatomy of the lung section. Next time, we'll get into the rest of the topics. And until next time, I will see you all later. Until next time, have a great day, great week. Enjoy your quarantine February days, and I'll see you guys next time. All right. See ya.